Hello children, it's Tuesday and it's time for our literacy lesson, and we're going to do a little bit more work on our storybook, Mrs. Mole, I'm Home. Today we're going to look at the story and think about the order of Morris's journey home. We started at the restaurant and he got home. And when we think about the order of the story, we use some time words that put the story into an order so we can remember what happened first and what happened in the end. So I'm going to tell you a little story about my morning, and I'm going to put in some words that will help you know the order that I did things. So here's my morning story. First, I got up. Then I brushed my teeth. After that, I ate my breakfast. Next, I got dressed. Finally, I went to school. So I used all of those time words to sequence the little story about my morning. It wasn't a very exciting story, but hopefully you spotted the words. So what we're going to do now is read Mrs. Mole, I'm Home together. I want to hear your beautiful reading as well. Nice clear voices. And I want you to look out because Miss Tate has changed the story a little bit. And I've put in those time words so that we can track Morris's journey in order of all the animal houses he visited. So let's try it together. I'll make myself a little bit smaller so that you can read it with me. So let's start. Morris Mole had been working in the restaurant and he was really tired. He couldn't wait to get home to see Mrs. Mole and the children. But he had a problem. He couldn't find his glasses anywhere. Never mind, he thought. I ought to know my way home by now. And off he went. And do you remember there was the little map of everywhere he went? Now watch out for those time words. He burrowed off. First, he popped up in the rabbit's burrow. So there's the clue in red. There's our time connection word, our time connective word. First, he popped up in the rabbit's burrow. He carried on burrowing, and then up he popped in the owl's family home. And there he is, banging against the tree. So our time, we're connecting the second part of his visit with the word then. So first he went to the rabbit's burrow, then he popped up at the owl's house. Morris carried on, and next he popped up in the penguin's home. I'm home, he shouted. This isn't your home, said the daddy penguin. Sorry, said Morris, and he continued on his way. A little later, he popped up in the crocodile swamp. Oh dear, he thought, I'll never find my way home. So there's our word, a little later, so it's after he'd been at the penguin's house. Finally, Morris found his way home to his family. So there's our last part of the story, finally. Morris found his way home to his family. So let's just go back and have a look at all of those words again. So Morris's journey started. First, he popped up in the rabbit's burrow. Then he popped up in the owl's family home. Next, he popped up in the penguin's home. A little later, he popped up in the crocodile swamp. And finally, Morris found his way home to his family. So all those words give us the sequence of the story. So what I want you to do for your literacy lesson, I want you to imagine you're Morris Mole and that you're telling Mrs. Mole about your journey home. So if you're Morris Mole, you use the word I, because the whole story is you being Morris. So you're going to rewrite the story of Mrs. Mole, I'm home, using I, pretending you're Morris, and then you're going to use all of these time words to help you put the story in order. First, then, next, a little later, eventually, finally. So those words will help you tell the story of Morris's journey. And I've given you the start. I had been working really hard. So there's the I, because I am Morris. I had been working really hard in the restaurant. I just wanted to get home, but I couldn't find my glasses anywhere. I thought I could find my way home without my glasses, so off I went. First, you're going to continue the story. So I want you to copy the first part of the story with beautiful handwriting, and then I want you to continue it. Remember, you're Morris, so you don't write Morris did this, you write I did that. And you're going to use these words to help you get the story in order. So I had been working really hard in the restaurant. I just wanted to get home, but I couldn't find my glasses anywhere. I thought I could find my way home without my glasses, so off I went. First, where did he go first? Popped up in the bunny burrow. Then, use that word, then and see if you can remember. Now the story's on these slides, so you can go back and have a look at the story, but I want you to write some sentences to put that story in order using these time words and pretending you're Morris. So you write the story I, because it's you are Morris. Okay? Have a go, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.